Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast of FIBA basketball. We've got a group play game just moments away. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. It's Slovenia taking on USA. Taking a look at USA, this is their first group stage game. It is vital they win this one.
Yeah, in this format, only 2 group games. You're immediately under pressure. I like that about this FIBA tournament.
And now talking about how things are going for Slovenia. They were victorious in their first of 2 group stage games.
Yeah, so in this FIBA tournament, winning both group stage games is big. You finish first, plus you get a good seed in the final round.
You know, one major difference in international play, FIBA rules allow basically any type of zone defense.
Yeah, there's no defensive 3 seconds. You can park a big man near the rim, and that can really change how you approach things on offense.
Now here's Jokic. From deep, here's Doncic. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Jordan. O'Neal inside. Back to Jordan. Counted from distance. Jordan's got 5 points. Well, FIBA has been around for a long time. It has such a rich history.
Established in 1932 with only 8 teams total. Now you have over 200 national teams. As the game has grown, FIBA has grown with it. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Flag. O'Neal inside. And it's USA with another.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Buzelis. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Stockton. Guarded by Doncic. Stockton. Pass to O'Neal. USA with the ball movement. Pass to Stojakovic. And stolen by Holmgren. And just looking at Slovenia, they've produced some high-level NBA talent.
Yeah, Luka Doncic being the biggest name, but also Goran Dragic, Sasa Vujacic, and others. Great skill among this group.
Slovenia trails by 8. Doncic on the wing. Now here's Jokic. Defense right on him. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Slovenia. Johnson, he's checked in for USA.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Stojakovic. Slovenia again missing. And here's USA. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Johnson. Now O'Neal. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And you look at Slovenia's track record. They've been pretty successful in international competitions.
Yeah, they've won tournaments in the past, including the 2017 European Championship. They've qualified for a bunch more. They're a competitive team.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
1:02 left to play in the first. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Stojakovic. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Slovenia again missing. USA leading by 10. Out to the right wing. From deep, Jordan hits the trifecta. Jordan's got 10.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Slovenia again missing. Johnson passes to Jordan. Good work there as it goes. And so it's USA up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. It's quarter two here in this group stage game at the FIBA tournament. Glad to have you back with us. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for USA.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Petrovic. Pass to Pangos. To the left side wing. Here's the pick. Slovenia needs to get off a shot. Rebounded by Mourning.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And it's Slovenia with the ball. USA making their last shot. The three is up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Back to Johnson. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter, and the shot goes in.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Slovenia trails by 18. Pass to Petrovic. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 5.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
To the wing on the left. Outside Edwards. And the rebound goes to Slovenia.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Great open look there. Bryant's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
The officials were right on top of that one.
SGA against Koulibaly. 1:21 left in the final quarter. There's the double team with Sarr. Clock at 6. SGA against Koulibaly. Nembhard outside. Wiggins! There's the double team with Sarr. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signaled a jump ball here. Mathurin checked in for Canada.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
Koulibaly against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Strong finish by Gilgeous. Alexander. When you watch one of these FIBA games, they move so fast.
You really notice there are fewer timeouts, too. I mean, these international games usually have a great flow, and it makes them fun to watch. Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's SGA. Edey with a screen on Koulibaly. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Now a timeout called by France. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Ball outside. The three is in!
Pressure's on, but it seems like Ball is not feeling any of it.
Timeout called Canada. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
SGA against Koulibaly. Gilgeous-Alexander fires! Nails it!
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Saw a screen. Ball! It's money from deep!
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's France with the W.
Just a massive win for this national team. They're into the semifinals of this FIBA tournament. They've been outstanding so far.
They have, but they still have work to do to win this thing.
Yeah, 2 more difficult games on tap, but they should be proud of what they've done thus far. They've represented their country well.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Stan Van Gundy. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Doncic on the wing. 16 points for him. In these FIBA games, we get to see a lot of NBA teammates squaring off his opponents.
That's a really cool aspect of international play. Guys may have gone into battle together for years in the NBA, but that doesn't matter now. It's all about representing your country.
Pass to Stojakovic. Now Jokic. He's covered by O'Neal. Deflected! Now here's Jordan. The D's right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in, and the layup is good off the glass. Jordan's got his second basket on the night.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Inside.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Slovenia.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Now here's Jordan. He has 6. Out to the wing. Here's Stockton. No good on the 3. Slovenia leading by 4. Pass to Doncic. Jokic up top. Rejected by Holmgren.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
FIBA games, to me, are unique because the heartbeat really comes from the entire roster. It's less star-centric than your average NBA game.
And even with the way the ball moves, it reminds me a little of college basketball. You won't see many early shots, and teams really work the ball around to find gaps and flaws before moving for a basket.
Here's Doncic. USA making their last shot. Blocked! 9 points in the game. And it's all tied up. Flag's got 9 points now in the second half.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Rob. To the inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And Slovenia leads by 2. Here's Stockton. Pass to Jordan for the lead. And the rebound goes to Slovenia. At one point, they led by by 16. Doncic outside. This one for three. The Luka three. Money.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Throws it up high. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Holmgren. Pass to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Rebound USA. Flag's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Stockton, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Stockton, puts up a three. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now, and Slovenia has a basketball culture that dates back quite a few years.
Yeah, basketball was introduced to Europe in 1921, but Slovenians have been playing something similar called kerfball starting in 1905, well over a century ago.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for USA. Johnson comes in for Holmgren. To the middle. Stolen by Mobley. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Doncic outside. Doncic on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Stockton. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Stockton's got 11 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for USA. Here's Stockton. 11 points in the game. For the lead. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Six to shoot. They can't stop the run with that one.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Releases. And the rebound goes to Slovenia. Doncic has got rebound number 7 tonight. With the floater. They set a pick. Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Oh, deflected. And it's in there. All right, how would you describe Slovenia's style of play?
Well, I'd say they're very team-oriented. They play with pace, and they move the ball really well.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 9. softly drops in the floater. Jordan's got 9 points now in the second half.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Back to Doncic. A minute 6 left in the third. Count that one.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Now here's Jordan. He's closely guarded. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 13.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And there's a pick from about 19, and another basket for Slovenia.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. Here's Stockton. Mobley controls the rebound and the putback. And USA leads by 3.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for Slovenia, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
That's good from Doncic. Doncic hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. USA out in front, up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back to the final quarter of our 2K Sports broadcast of the FIBA Tournament Semis. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Tatum inside, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Stockton. Bryant outside. And he drops it in from the low post. And USA leads by 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Holmgren with the block. And there's the lob. Bryant, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Holmgren, the pass to Stockton. USA with the ball movement. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Stockton's got 10 points in just the second half. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for USA.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch. Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Johnson, and that one drops.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Over to the left wing. They set the screen. Back to Doncic. Fires it. Rebound USA. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Inside. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
From outside, off the mark. USA leading by 5. It's stolen by Doncic. Covered by Bryant. And it's out of bounds to Slovenia. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
Doncic against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And there's the screen. And here's Doncic outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Bryant outside. Pure from three-point range.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Stockton.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
It's stolen by Doncic. Here's the floater. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Slovenia.
The first one falls. O'Neal, he's checked in for USA. Good on both. USA leading by 6. And he lobs it up top. The steal. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound USA.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Stockton. Here's O'Neal. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Pass to Stojakovic. Just 5 to shoot. Steps back and shoots. Rebounded by Johnson. Bryant outside. Down low. Another steal. And here's Doncic. Covered by Johnson. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Stockton. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Stockton's got 19 points.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Outside Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. Bryant outside. Launches it. And again, USA with the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Stojakovic. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Johnson. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 21.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And he's going for the oop here. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Well, you can't teach height. Holmgren is always a lob threat.
Slovenia trails by 20. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Stojakovic. And stolen by Holmgren. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. It's picked off. Now here's Doncic. Here's Stojakovic. 5 to shoot. There's the screen. Can they get it? Rebounded by Stockton. USA leading by 20. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special.
You know, when it comes to officiating in a FIBA game, you won't see the refs give the offense the benefit of the doubt.
And often more physicality is tolerated. We won't see the star treatment. And usually they call traveling a little tighter. Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Brunson against Doncic. Here's Edgecombe. Brunson. And the 3 misses.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Oh, some nice teamwork in transition.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Edgecombe. Takes a 3. Oh, no good. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Brunson. So we see Slovenia get the win here.
Well, they end up getting third in this FIBA tournament, so close to making the final. But hey, they had a good tournament.
Absolutely. A strong performance from them. They end their run with a third-place finish.
Yeah, and they had designs on winning this whole thing. But still, it's a finish they can be proud of. Build on as a country before the next FIBA tournament.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching our broadcast. So long.